Welcome everyone to the Avengenerds podcast, where we're talking Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and more. I'm my host Torrent, and with me is our co-host Peyton.
Yo.
Today we'll be talking about Peacemaker season 2 and the news of the week. Every time codes in the description and show notes if you want to jump around. And with that, here's Peyton with the news.
All right, Torrent. Mortal Kombat 3 is in the works at Warner Brothers.
Already?
Yeah. Which means
couldn't even get the second one to come out.
Yeah, which means they're either pretty confident about the second one, or they're confident that these are just going to make money.
Probably the latter.
Yeah, probably. I'm excited for Mortal Kombat 2. I think it'll be fun, at least. Whether it's a good movie, I don't know.
Look, as long as they look, I love Louis Tan, but get Cole out of here, bro.
Well, he's back.
Yeah, I know. Get him out of here.
Armadillo Man.
Or resurrect him into someone else.
Surprised he wasn't in Mortal Kombat 1. For a bit there, I thought for sure they were going to add him just for some kind of synergy, but I guess not. Tor, we got the Wonder Man trailer.
Looks interesting.
Looks interesting indeed. They're leaning into the superhero fatigue aspect. I've seen some people criticize, and some people are saying it's a fun idea.
Yeah, I'm liking this out of, it looks like an outside MCU show, if that makes any sense.
It feels like it's within the MCU, but it feels like a show that's not necessarily parodying, but it's playing on superhero tropes outside of the actual films themselves.
Yeah.
But it was set to release this December, but it was delayed to January 27th. I almost said 2027. That would have been insane.
I thought it was going to come out in November.
No, it was December.
Because I don't know. I guess I saw something that was wrong, because I believe the original release date was November 25th of this year.
I mean, maybe. But regardless, it's January 27th. Now, the reason given, I believe from Brad Winderbaum, said that they didn't want the show to get lost in the holiday season and stuff like that, which I guess is fair. All 8 episodes are going to drop at once on January 27th, so no week-to-week release.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm a fan of the week-to-week releases depending on the show. I think this is a show that would actually benefit from the binge model, because I feel like people's interest in this isn't high, despite, it could be a great show, but week to week, like a Peacemaker, because we're going to talk about Peacemaker, people are going to be there week to week. But for something like Wonder Man, a new thing that people aren't familiar with, who might just watch the first episode and kind of forget about it, a binge model might actually be beneficial. But I've seen people, complain about it and saying they're trying to just, get rid of the show and pretend it never happened or whatever. And, that could be the case. But I honestly, even if that was the intent, I still think the binge model for this particular show is the right move, whether that's what they thought about or not, whether that was their intention. But, Torrance, should we talk about the elephant in the room for Wonder Man?
Address it?
Yeah.
Address the elephant in the room?
Yeah. It keeps making noise. It's stomping all around.
It's fake, bro.
It's fake?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Look, man,
I get it is fake because it's AI and it's fake.
If they address it in the show, then it's fine.
Yeah, but my problem with that is that it's supposed to be the classic Wonder Man stuff, and they wouldn't have AI to do that.
Like I said, if it's something that goes in with the story, then I'm fine with it. I know it's a double-edged sword, considering that when they use the use of AI will then encourage it more. But like I said, I feel like if it's something within the story, then it's fine. I know people were even though it wasn't really AI, I know people were really upset with Alien Romulus and everything like that. And me personally, I didn't really give a fuck about that, to be honest. Only because it's like I said, it makes sense for the story, considering they are AI. So I don't know, but yeah, like I did see. I know it's a thing to be upset about for sure. No one likes AI. Well, can't say no one because people are defending it like
normal people don't like AI.
Yeah, normal people don't like AI, but yeah, like I said, I hope for the sake of the show they talk about it and it means something to the story.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I just don't see that being the case. Just based on, yeah, it's just the classic way. If it was like, oh, we're doing the new Wonder Man thing with Simon Williams starring as Wonder Man, and they created promo art, and that was AI, then I'd be like, I could see that being part of the story. But
yeah, I see what you're saying though.
They were asked about it, and they said it was an artist, but it was AI assisted, whatever that means.
So like they probably made some art, and then they put it on like an AI software for some like additional touches.
Yeah, but even it has that AI like weird smooth out look. Like there's a girl in one of the art, her ear is all fucked.
Yeah, like I know, like the all Wonder Man actor is like his like jaws like super duper chiseled where like it looks like unrealistic.
And it's like the intent behind not the AI but the art makes sense, because back then you had art that wasn't really reflective of the actual thing. Like there's Star Wars posters where Luke is jacked as shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that's not. And it's like, I'm pretty sure that was the intent behind the art itself, but the use of AI just doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why they did that. That being said, like the show was like greenlit in like 2020. Like this has been delayed so many times and it was shot so long. Like maybe this was during the Secret Invasion era where they felt like it was okay.
Oh yeah, we're like the fucking intro of it being AI and shit.
Yeah, and they didn't. They filmed it so long ago. They were like, well, we can't really do anything about it now.
Yeah. Well, don't use AI, kids.
Yeah, don't use AI unless you're
don't use
idiot.
AI in your fucking projects.
Yeah, or you're a boomer and you just don't care because you're gonna die soon anyway.
And yeah, you wonder why it's 102 degrees outside because motherfuckers using ChatGPT to make a grocery list.
Yeah. But we also had a New York City Comic-Con where we got some information on some Marvel television shows and Marvel animation. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2 will release in fall 2026. And at first I was like, damn, that's far away. But like we also like time is a weird thing. Like Daredevil Born Again just came out this March. And I was like, shit, it felt like it was a while ago. Anyway, X-Men 97 Season 2 releases summer 2026. And Daredevil Born Again Season 2 releases March 2026.
2026 is going to be huge.
2026 is going to be crazy. God, 2026 is stacked beyond belief. But we also got a leaked trailer for Born Again Season 2. And it looks good.
It does look good.
Wilson Fisk is there. He's eaten, but someone is doing a parody video. He has like a Wilson Fisk mask on. You see Fisk like doing some boxing and shit. Some people are like freaking out because if you're like us, we already knew it because of set videos. But Daredevil and Bullseye are teaming up, likely reluctantly, but they're teaming up in some way, likely against the anti-vigilante task force set up in Season 1 of Born Again. And we see that it could be it's a little hard to tell just based on the trailer. It could be a flashback, it could be current. We know that Karen is going to play a bigger role in this season, but in the trailer it looks like they are together. Whether that's, again, current or flashback is unclear. We see Foggy in the trailer with his long hair from the Netflix show, so likely, you know, a flashback and not alive. But more importantly, Jessica Jones.
Yep.
We got Jessica Jones back. Very excited.
Now we just need Luke Cage.
Yeah, and that's it.
Well, and like it's funny because I've been seeing a lot of Mike Coulter recently, and I'm like,
Oh, just generally,
but like I know. Well, I also know that usually, like Kristen Ritter and Mike Coulter, and sometimes Charlie Cox are like at like
conventions,
yeah. Which sucks, bro, because like Charlie Cox was supposed to come to San Antonio, but like he like dropped out.
Yeah, he canceled because he's going to be in Spider-Man, or that's what people said.
Look, man.
Did you see that clip?
What clip?
He was asked about the Spider-Man trailer, but they were talking about Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and he you could see his heart drop. He's like, what? He was like, Spider-Man trailer. He was like, oh, from earlier. He was like, yeah. And everyone's like, the hopium is back on, baby.
Crazy, man. Yeah, no, I did not see that clip.
Jessica Jones is very excited. I've seen a lot of reappraisal for Finn Jones as Iron Fist, and I'm like, because they keep showing the clip from Luke Cage season 2, and they're like, he's good here, and they have good chemistry, and I'm like, do they? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm too harsh, but I feel like he's still not, like, it's better, but it's not good.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I'm all for Danny Rand as Iron Fist. I know that's what people are like. That's what most of the comic book communities are used to.
Mm-hmm. And also, if you're gonna do the Luke Cage dynamic, it kind of has to be Danny Rand.
Yeah, like if you're gonna do Heroes for Hire, it has to be Danny Rand. I'm not opposed as Finn Jones coming back. However, I would want for him to actually do the choreography and have a lot of time for it. And if they ever do get an Iron Fist MCU TV show, don't bring back Scott Buck. Scott Buck is one of the fucking worst showrunners ever. Dude is just not it, man.
Garbage after garbage after garbage, bro.
It's like, dude, like,
what
just get him out of here, bro.
The thing is, they kind of have to bring Finn Jones, because if you're gonna do Jessica Jones and then Mike Coulter back as Luke Cage and then recast Finn Jones, that would look pretty shitty.
Yeah, that would.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. That's my ideal scenario, but optics wise,
yeah. But it's like, yeah, like I said, I don't mind Finn Jones. Like, I think he is a great actor. He's an actor.
He's one of the actors of all time.
I think he's a good actor. I just think that also, like, when it comes to like Danny Rand, like, he just, I don't know, like there is a lot of things wrong with the Iron Fist like TV show. I mean, I do like how name one bad thing about the Iron Fist show.
Yeah, you can't name one.
Pacing.
It was paced
horribly. Yeah. I like how in the show they're like, man, like, you're a pretty shitty Iron Fist. I like that because like, he's like not all there, but like though sometimes also like the way he's like written, it was just very, very like odd to me. And then again, like, I don't know too much about Danny Rand, like comic wise, compared to the newer one. But like, I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Danny Rand's personality is like really like wishy-washy, because like that's what I felt like all the time.
No, it does. I mean, it does depend on the iteration, but at least the Iron Fist that I've seen a lot is the one that's very I'm trying to think of like a character equivalent, but he's very he's kind of like a almost borderline, almost surfer dude like.
Oh, so okay, so he's like very like passive and very chill.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, it's chill, man. But then he'll fight if he needs to, and then he'll wreck someone's shit. But yeah, that's the one that I'm used to. That I'm not saying that that's what Finn Jones needs to do, because it does vary a lot. He's not Spider-Man where he's the same all the time.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, like just like from a writing aspect, like Finn Jones got like like messed over there, and like I guess like the only like other ideal scenario is to like give the Iron Fist mantle to like Jessica Henwick if she like ever comes back. But like I said, I don't mind Finn Jones at all. If they just wrote him better, actually give him a fucking costume instead of like just giving him like some weird ass like tattoo on his chest.
Let him use both fists.
Yeah, exactly. Like bro's only using like one fist, and then like I don't know, bro. It's just like crazy. But yeah, like I said, not to talk too much more about Iron Fist, but yeah, I'm excited for Daredevil Born Again season 2. I know a lot of people are like they're shitting on season 1, which like admittedly it wasn't the best. They still managed to make it work somehow,
considering like the circumstances.
Yeah, for sure. But like, I'm pretty sure that season 2 is, and even beyond, is going to be much better. I think this is going to have a lot more action. I forgot they split the episodes in half, so that's going to be
9, I think.
9 episodes. Yeah, 9 episodes.
And they just confirmed that season 3 is happening, and the writers' room has just convened for season 3, so that's well underway.
Yeah, for sure. Which I mean, like I said, I'm glad to see it, man. I'm really hoping for the best. Yeah, I'm not a fake Daredevil fan. I mean, I love my Daredevil.
Torn, lastly, we have the announcement for VisionQuest, which also comes out 2026. When in 2026? We don't know. Just 2026. White Vision, it has all the memories of the original Vision, but struggles to connect with the emotions. Ultron, Friday, Edith, Dummy's the little arm from Iron Man, and Jarvis all appear and have human forms. James Spader is returning as Ultron. Incredible. Friday being, Tony's AI after Jarvis. Edith being the AI that everyone loves in Spider-Man Far From Home. Dummy as mentioned. And James Darcy is coming back as human Jarvis, who was Jarvis in Agent Carter, but most people probably saw him as Jarvis in Avengers Endgame in that little cameo he had, which I was very happy about. But James Darcy is a terrific Jarvis in that show, so I'm very happy he's back. I'm oddly excited for this.
Did you see like Ultron's line?
Yes, I did.
Bro, they're still cooking, bro.
They're still cooking,
rude. I love it, man.
What was like, you're a ghost chasing your own footsteps or something like that?
Yeah. God, man.
But imagine it delivered by James Spader.
Bro, keep that shit up, man. Just let this man have his moment. I can't wait for Ultron. I feel like no, I'm not even gonna say it.
Say it.
I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
No, say it. I could always cut it out.
I was gonna say, if Marvel had the balls, it would have made Ultron a bigger threat than like what they're doing with like the King shit and the Doom shit.
That's not crazy to say.
Hey man, we're getting Doomsday in what, 2026?
We're getting it next December, so in a little over a year.
Yeah, man. It sucks, man. I want to be hyped for Doomsday, but like, I don't know.
Right now, I'm indifferent just because we literally know so little about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty indifferent as well.
I would love to see a trailer and be excited.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I would use your words. I'm indifferent.
The rumor is we're gonna get a teaser in December, but I
want MF Doom playing in Doomsday.
If we don't have MF Doom playing, what's the point?
No, bro. I dead ass want a scene where fucking Mr. Fantastic walks up, and then fucking Dr. Doom's like, "Mr. Fantastic," and then he's like, "Yo, what up, nigga?" Just fucking rap snitches, bro.
RDJs just starts spitting shit, bro.
MF Doom, Mr. Fantastic, do it. What up, nigga? Just it's so funny, bro. That'd be so funny.
Pedro Pascal's like, whoa, whoa, man. You're white, man. I know you. You're from my universe.
It turns out it's a fucking Doombot.
I don't know, man. He programmed it. That's meant to be him. I think it might still be racist.
bro. It's just it's just a Doombot like saying like the lines from fucking rap snitches, bro.
Is he playing it in Doom's voice, or is it just the song playing? Because
you can use your imagination, bro.
Bro.
If it's a song, I mean, I feel like both will equally be fucking funny.
No, they both be funny, but one is Doom being racist, and one is him just playing the song.
Who gonna stop Doom from saying the N-word, bro? He's Latvian. He's cool.
But he's played by RDJ.
It's
a deep fake.
Oh my god.
Hey, bro. Maybe he has the pass. He managed to go the entirety of Tropic Thunder without saying it.
It's crazy how I fucking managed to make myself like Doomsday because of one hypothetical interaction.
Now you're hyped.
Yeah. It's like, man.
I can't wait for Doom to dramatically take off his mask and Spider-Man to go, Mr. Stark? God, and the entire theater erupts.
How would you feel if like RDJ had like an accent?
Like him just trying to do like some Eastern European.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why not. Go for it. Fuck it. I don't know. I feel like it would be extra jarring if he just sounded like Tony.
That's true.
Doombots, go kill this guy. Kill Captain America. You know, like it'd be weird. He's got to do something, and he apparently is doing something. He's doing something different, according to them.
Yes.
Anyway, Tor.
Oh wait.
Oh, what?
Wait, did you see the Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man news about Venom?
Oh yeah, Venom's gonna be in it. Yay.
Someone said, "Bet your ass it won't be Eddie Brock for some like weird reason."
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Sony's kind of just killed Venom for me. I just don't care anymore. They just keep using him. I'm like, can we get something else? It's always fucking Venom, bro. Anyway, Torin, that's the news of the week, which means it's time to move on to our topic, which is, of course, Peacemaker Season 2. Yep. What do we do? We do non-spoilers and spoilers? Let's just give quick non-spoiler, overarching
we can do that.
Thoughts, and then we'll just go into spoilers. So you hated it?
No, I didn't hate Season 2.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
Well, Twitter hates it, bro.
Twitter does hate the finale, yeah. I'd say like I would say I'm hearing what everyone's saying from both sides. I do like this season, and yeah, I do like this season, right? However, we both said it, we acknowledge it, and I feel like I'm not as strong about it as people are, but James Gunn needs to take a break, bro. Like, I feel like he needs a break. Obviously he was doing Peacemaker season 2 along with Superman.
In the writing process, he was writing Peacemaker, Superman, and I think even Creature Commandos, like all at the same time.
Yeah, and like like I haven't seen Creature Commandos yet, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it yet.
Bro.
However, you know what? Actually, no. I think that kind of goes on later in the spoilers. I was just gonna say, in terms of like characters, everyone's a little different for sure in this season. There are some characters that do get more spotlight than others. There are some characters that I liked a lot more in this season, specifically being Adebayo. Danielle Brooks is a great actress.
Just terrific in this.
Just so good. And like, someone said it on Twitter, and it's like, I understand where they're coming from, but for me, it's like, it doesn't really, like it doesn't really like bother me that much, because like they were saying how like, oh, like Adebayo barely has a chance to, like, you know, she basically, she was just there for like emotional support, and it's like, I see where they're coming from, but like, I feel like Adebayo's character has like a lot more. She does it like a lot more.
So the friend character is being a friend.
Yeah. but yeah, like I said, I overall like the season. I know they're gonna be doing something else in terms of the show with these characters later on down the line. I like what they're setting up. I know some people are just like, they're just hating on the finale. I think the finale is good. I think overall the season is really, really good as well. There's a lot of cool moments. There's a lot of cool, you know, I think like it hits most of the stuff for me in terms of like kind of just like what the season is trying to accomplish. That like, it has good arcs. It has like something to like really like think about for sure. And setting up Man of Tomorrow, which, like, goodness, man, we gotta wait till 2027 for that. I definitely just want to know what they're gonna be doing, in terms of like you know, like another show with these characters down the line. But yeah, like I said, I would give this season like maybe like the lowest I would give it is like a 7, but I'm probably gonna be going. I probably give it like an 8.
Yeah, if Peacemaker season 1 was an 8, I'd give this a 7.
That's fair.
It's a bit of a step down, but it's not like people are overreacting like they usually are. Is what I'd say.
Yeah, I agree.
It's interesting because, yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said. Like, I really enjoyed the character work in this. I thought the arcs that the characters go on, I thought was better than season 1. I prefer the concepts that were used compared to season 1. However, season 1 I felt was a better told story. This season
I agree.
felt pretty disjointed and just very oddly paced.
Yeah, I like to also add on to that. I definitely think we should have gotten more of the plot, like just like in general. You know, obviously before the season came out, we knew that it had something to do with the multiverse, and whether or not, if it was like, oh man, like this Chris is going to the DCU and blah 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 and like all that stuff, right? But it's definitely not like that, and we'll definitely go into it in spoilers. But I think wait, how long was the season? It was like 10 episodes, 8 episodes. It was 8
episodes.
I think it should have been like 10. Personally, I think we could have done, or maybe like even 9, maybe like one more episode that would have ended something, or could have like added more to like the story. I think that would have been fine. I also think too, like when it comes to the finale is everything, right? That's also the main topic that people are discussing, is that it really wasn't like normal finales, you know. It was a very weird weird finale, but like then again, that's like, you know, James Gunn's like, he's a pretty weird guy. He's very quirky, but yeah, man, like I said, I agree. Like the story being told in season 1 is so much better than what we got in season 2, and like you definitely see that through like the writing and just overall like you know, just the progression of the overall show. You can see how like some things just could have been done differently, or things just could have been like taken out or something like that, you know. But yeah, we'll definitely get more into that in spoilers for sure.
Yeah, this is pure speculation on my part, but it felt like he had the idea for season 2, and he had his plans to do what he was going to do for season 2, which was all the alternate universe stuff. And then he got the job as the co-CEO of DC Studios, and they were going to build this new universe. And then it felt like he had to be like, oh, how does this connect? And then that's essentially like Flag Senior's whole through line towards the end. We'll get into his character more in spoilers, but yeah, it felt disjointed. It felt, I hesitate to say rushed, because the season itself, I feel like didn't necessarily feel rushed. It's particularly this final episode that was like, okay, all this is wrapped up. We got to get to the next thing quick. It just felt off. Which is unfortunate, but again, I still enjoyed what we got. Again, the character work, which is a lot of the stuff that I'm here for. I really enjoyed a lot of the, you know, well, I won't get into spoilers, but yeah, I thought it was a very solid season. I thought it was a bit of a step down from season 1, still good. I thought the finale was really lackluster and just kind of odd, but still really good. Tori, you want to get into spoilers?
Let's do it.
Nazis.
I just love that
you love
bit,
Nazis,
bro. No.
Okay.
I really do like the commentary here. This fucking dude James Gunn, bro.
Oh, but it doesn't actually mean anything though. Doesn't actually mean anything. Don't read into it. I mean, you could read anything you want to it, but I didn't mean anything by it.
this man James Gunn, bro, always doing this stuff, man. He's a funny guy. Yeah, I loved the. It's funny because man, like sometimes like you gotta love Twitter, because like people were on this shit. They're like, yo, like they're like, oh, like look at the flags. They're all like, you know, you don't see like a star, and they're all folded.
There's no people of color.
Yeah, there's no people of color. And then like I love how it was episode 7 or 6 or 7. It was like, and then you know, like Hardcore 1 goes there.
It's episode 6.
Yeah, it was episode 6. You know, of course, like they're all in. They all go after Peacemaker, and you know, Hardcore 1 is in like Earth X Peacemaker's house, and Keith is like, yo, like what are you doing, bro? Like you're wearing all black, you wear pants, but it's like, oh, let's go to Argus. And like Hardcore's just like, she's just looking around, bro. She's like, she's just looking everywhere, bro.
She looks around for 2 minutes and is like, something's wrong here.
Right, I know something's wrong. And then like, you know, they like, you know, her and Chris just like have like this moment, because you know, like before that, Vigilante had like a fucking cocaine room and drug money, which is typical Adrian. And then after that, they're walking back, and then Dark was like, hey, I haven't seen one person of color here. He's like, oh, like, well, I didn't notice. And then fucking Peacemaker looks at the fucking flag. It's just a Nazi symbol. And then I just love like the bit where it's like, You didn't see the copy of Mein Kampf there?
Mein Kampf at every desk,
the
or the
big ass
mural of Adolf Hitler.
And then he's like, "Oh, like how did I not notice that?" And then like I remember you were telling me how like they filmed a bit where like you just see guys like wearing like Hitler mustaches.
Yeah,
that would have been fucking funny to see.
Yeah, Gunn said he cut it because it felt too cartoony.
Yeah, I fucking would have loved it. I would have loved that. That would have been funny. I kind of like how that's a commentary of his white privilege, and how Argus isn't actually not even Argus. Earth X doesn't want DEI hires.
I still want to know where they are though.
Yeah, I want to know where they are too.
One got
like,
out.
Yeah, I know.
I'm black.
What? That's fucking crazy, man.
David Denman.
I know, man. I want to know how white people feel when they're shooting racist scenes.
Yeah, I'm sure Robert Patrick's used to it now.
Oh my god, man. Oh yeah, dude. Man plays racist no matter where he is. Well, yeah. Well, I also like Earth X Augie, where like he isn't a Nazi, but he's basically like a centralist. He's like, yeah, well, like, you know, I don't like Nazism, but like I ain't gonna fight against it.
Yeah, he fights against all the injustice that he sees or whatever, but that's the world he's in or whatever. And you know, he's not going to sacrifice his mansion or his money or anything like that. But
yeah, no. Again, it goes on with privilege.
Yeah, so I see people being like, "Oh, he's a good guy." And it's like, well,
like, no. I mean,
because he's not a Nazi.
He's better than Earth One Augie for sure.
Yeah,
but that's not saying much.
You know, he's still not liberating black people.
Exactly.
And you know, Keith and likely Peacemaker from that universe are likely Nazis.
Yeah. And then, you know, like I love the parallel where like, you know, Earth X Augie is like, yeah, you know, there is the implication that he liked Chris more than Keith and everything. But yeah, no, I think that was really I like that writing. And then bro gets fucking shanked in the neck.
It's one of the funniest moments of the series.
God, man, that was so fucking hilarious. Also on Earth X, I like that little moment with Adebayo and Judo Master.
Mm-hmm.
That was really nice to see. You want to go play a game of Scrabble, and how fucking for some reason
everything's slightly different.
Yeah, Cheetos and Cheerios has an O's and has an H at the end.
Adrian's dad isn't gay there, but he definitely is.
Yeah. I want to talk about Vigilante as well. I know.
And how he's not like the comics at all, and James Gunn ruined him?
No, I don't give a fuck about that comic shit right now. I'm not trying to talk about that. I haven't even read the comics with like Agent Chase.
Yeah.
Some people did say that Vigilante is like, you know, he's like a different character, like entirely. And you know, people were pointing out how like, oh yeah, you know, he's very different from like season 1 where he's like beating up people in prison and like, you know, all that stuff, to where like now he's like being reduced to like ask me about like certain animal facts. I still think that like,
no, man, he's just autistic.
He's just autistic. I can see what people are talking about, and I guess, I mean, for me, I would have liked a little bit more of Adrian in terms of like character, but like I still feel like we also get that on Earth X too. I love the fact that like no matter where Vigilante is, he's still killing Nazis, and you know that's why Earth X Vigilante is he joined the Sons of Liberty. He hates Peacemaker, and he's like fighting Nazis and everything, and like I like that,
bro. So I thought for sure Economos was going to be the leader of the Sons of Liberty.
The Sons of Liberty, yeah, they didn't even go into that.
Yeah. But Bro, the fucking delivery vigilante. Are you fucking kidding me?
Never change, Adrian Chase. Never change.
He's so good.
It's like, oh yeah, like I came in with a friend who's technically black.
It's like, oh, can you tell she's black? Oh, you could definitely tell. You can fully tell.
Man. It's crazy how they clone Freddie Stroma just for that scene.
You want to quiz me on some spider facts?
Do spiders, or can spiders regrow their legs?
Yes.
Yes, they can.
Yes.
Whenever spiders get a leg chopped off, they can regrow it during the molting process. Do you know what molting is?
That's when a volcano erupts and the lava malts.
Yes. Yeah, that is a molting process.
Fucking got it. I got it.
Tim Meadows, man. What a great addition to this season.
Bro, I thought he was only going to be in like 2 episodes, but he's in like the whole season.
As he should be, bro. He's goated.
He's awesome. He's a ladies' man.
Man. Freaking bird blindness, man.
He's just... There's some people who just have naturally extremely funny deliveries.
Yeah.
And he's one of those people. Just like anything he says is very funny.
Yeah, I just like love like one of my favorite parts of the season is that like he's talking to Flag and he's like, oh yeah, you know, we don't have like anything on like Economos or Peacemaker, and then Flex Senior's like, I need a second, and he just walks in and sits down. He goes, God.
I like the part where he goes, you almost killed titties.
Yeah, he's giving everyone nicknames. Yeah. It's just, what does he call that one, that tall guy? Oh, he calls him Mexicali and shit.
Crazy
titties, and they call her titties for the rest of the finale, bro. Yeah, that's crazy.
Even all the other character hardcore's like titties. Pull. Like, how do you... What's the casting like for that? Yeah, we need someone with huge knockers, bro.
I mean,
James Gunn's going through them like, nah, too big, too small. Oh, that one's pretty good.
I mean, they got it, man. I gotta say that.
Hey, bro, apparently James Gunn isn't a cuck.
He isn't?
Yeah, bro. He was talking about it during the podcast. He was like, it was fucking weird shooting that scene. Apparently,
the finale.
Yeah, when they smooched.
Yeah.
Apparently, John Cena's wife was also there.
Yeah.
And so James Gunn and John Cena's wife were also making out behind the scenes, just to make it even.
That's crazy.
No, not really, but in the finale bit where they have the whole crowd and the band's there or whatever, James Gunn is in the back. You can see him.
I gotta rewatch that now.
Yeah, he said it was weird. It was weird to film. He said when they were actually shooting it, it wasn't as bad as he was like hyping it up to be in his head, because something awakened in him. He also, on that podcast during the scene, probably one of the best scenes of the season, when they're trying to get him to join them, like building like Checkmate and all that, in his little like motel or whatever, and Adebayo is giving him that like pep talk saying like, you need to be you.
It was like reminding him of his dad, right?
Yeah, his dad. He started crying, and I was like, man, this is the guy running DC. Yikes! Bring back Zack Snyder, a real man who doesn't cry.
Fragile masculinity, man. What are the woke left? What is the woke left doing to our men?
I know.
Crazy word.
Being in tune with your emotions. The fuck?
God, man.
How does that translate to good writing?
I work 207 hours a week, and I don't cry about it.
And then I come home to my stay-at-home wife, and if dinner's not ready.
Oh no! God. Oh my goodness!
Because I'm a man, and I do man things.
You got soft hands, brother. Yeah. What else? So going back to Rick Flag Sr. So like I said, I haven't seen Creature Commandos, and I know that he's obviously on a team of metahumans, right? People were saying that like they felt that Rick Flag Sr.'s writing was very off, like how he's a very different human being here.
Yes. No, I felt the same. It felt like a very odd
But yeah,
180. Now, to be fair, there is like there are threads where it's like, okay, maybe he's not as cool with metahumans as maybe he initially thought. However, him going full, we need a prison for metahumans.
And it's also one of those things as well where in Superman, right, he's just a person like doing his job, right?
Yeah. And he's against Luthor.
Yeah. And
he's like, he even apologizes to Superman. But when that one dude is like, well, good thing you're friends with metahumans, Rick, or whatever he says, because now they rule the world or whatever. You can see he feels sort of indifferent to that. But to go from liking metahumans to being sort of indifferent to we need to put them all in a prison just felt like it felt like a big jump.
And then not only doing that, but then like setting up Salvation as petty revenge for like, for Peacemaker killing his son. It's like fine, like it's different if like you're doing it to Peacemaker, right? But it's also one thing, like to do it to Peacemaker, but then also to like, do it to all metahumans when like you worked on a team of metahumans in Creature Commandos and got saved by one. So, yeah,
and had sexual relations with one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Even no. Okay, I was gonna say because some people were like, oh well. People were counting what's her name?
Sasha Bordeaux?
Sasha Bordeaux as a metahuman, but like she's not a metahuman. Well,
they say it in the show.
Oh, okay. So then like I thought also, like I said, I haven't seen Creature Commandos. I thought that like Rick Flag had relations with someone in the show.
He does in Creature Commandos. I forgot if she's a metahuman though.
Wasn't her name like Nina or something? I don't know.
Something like that. I don't think she was.
It would be twice.
What?
So then it would be like twice if you did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think she was a meta.
So I have to go and watch the show for that. But yeah, no, that was one thing that like I saw for some people, and I didn't really notice it until like until just recently. But I was like, yeah, it is kind of crazy. Speaking of Rick Flag Jr., I thought he was gonna have a lot more to do in this season.
He just shows up in that one episode and then he just vanishes.
He shows up in like in a flashback, and he shows up in that one episode, and yeah, he's being all like weird and wonky. I thought like he was gonna like have like some sort of grudge on Peacemaker and like they're gonna fight or whatever, but like yeah, nothing really happens, which sucks. Is like I love like Joel Kinnaman. He's great. And I want him to be in the DCU. I saw someone wanted him to be in the DCU for some person. I forgot who it was. Yeah, I forgot who it was. But yeah, no. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, the season just felt like James Gunn can see that there's a through line, because I'm sure there is, because he has a plan or whatever. And he's like, well, this leads into this, which the Suicide Squad leads into Creature Commandos, which leads into Superman, which leads into Peacemaker season 2, which leads into etc. And it's like, cool. So like this might all lock in 5 years from now, but it still needs to be a good standalone season of television. And even though I liked it, it did feel a lot like, get ready for the next thing.
Yeah, it felt like, and it's like, it's one thing to like have like something be like a setup, right? and everything like that. But it's also like another thing to like have just a season where we could have gotten something on par with season one, if not even better, and have that segue in. Like I said, I just think that like in terms of like just writing and like, you know, creative stuff, I think James Gunn just needs a break. I know he's not doing as much work, or like barely little on Lanterns. But did he write Lanterns, or no, it was someone else, right?
No, that was other people.
Okay, so yeah, he's chilling on Lanterns. I know he's writing Man of Tomorrow.
He didn't do Supergirl.
No, he didn't do Supergirl. He's not directing that either. He's not directing or writing Clayface.
Yeah, he's only doing Man of Tomorrow right now. Oh, and I guess Creature Commando season 2.
All right, so after that,
but instead of writing, he was directing.
He was directing as well.
There,
yeah,
so.
Yeah, he was directing. I think he directed like 3 or 4 episodes of Peacemaker. I know that Greg Mottola directed a few as well. I know he wrote like a couple of episodes as well, and then he of course writing and directing Superman, and then he wrote Creature Commandos. So yeah, that's just a lot, bro. Crazy. I like seeing Big Billy Burger. that was cool to see. Wish it was real.
Yeah, they could always do like a pop up.
They could do that. I want to see that, bro. I want to see that.
I love Economos.
Economos he's so cool. I just love how this man Economos, like, just surprised he hasn't gotten fired yet.
Because he technically, he does his job.
You're right.
He never technically does anything wrong.
You're right. But I like how even like with being, with him being cowardly, he still managed to do some like brave stuff, you know, which I like.
Because it's for his friends, and he loves his friends.
Yes. Because
the power of friendship and what have you. But I don't know if I have that much else to say.
I don't have much to say either.
Harcourt was great this season.
Yeah. I like her character development arc. I like how she's broken, and she had some resentment for Chris still because he killed Flag Jr. She goes out and fights people to feel something, and because she doesn't have her job, and then she ends up liking Chris again, which is dope.
Yeah. John Cena really grew as an actor this season.
He did. I love the scene where, you know,
Keith is getting murked.
Yeah, Keith is like just getting destroyed, and I don't understand. Like, look, I do like The Rock, right? But I cannot understand when people are like, man, he's a better actor than John Cena.
As of recording, we have not seen The Smashing Machine.
Yes. Yeah, I've not seen The Smashing Machine yet. I do want to go see it. We'll possibly go see it this week. Probably tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Wednesday. Because tomorrow we are seeing Tron Ares and One Battle After Another. But yeah. Like I said, I think he definitely grew as an actor this season, and he definitely displays like more range.
We talk about
speaking of
what?
Oh, I was gonna say something about one thing I wanted to mention before I move on. Going back to Fleury, one thing I did like was before, when they're in the finale, they're finding all like different doors and everything. There's like a scene where he's basically like making fun of a coworker, and unfortunately that coworker just gets fucking murked. I like seeing how that changed him. You know, I like seeing how like bro just felt like so guilty, and I like I said, I think like it goes to show that like Tim Meadows is he's like such a great actor for what he was able to display in this season. not only just like of like comedic timing, but like just his body language and the expressions throughout the season.
He's the best.
For sure. You mentioned Red Sun to me earlier.
Oh, because you hadn't seen the episode, or I was trying to fuck with you because I thought you hadn't seen the episode.
Yeah, I was like, what is Rob talking about?
But you had seen the episode, so my plan failed.
What else? Oh, we also got a Lachlan Munro cameo. Well,
Who?
The detective from season 1.
Oh yeah,
he was on like that cameo. Pretty dope.
Didn't have his partner with him because racism.
Yeah, unfortunate, man.
But yeah, I think that's all I have.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. So I know some. How would you feel if like Peacemaker had his costume on at the finale, like when he gets transported? Yeah, I like the new costume.
I don't.
You don't like it?
No.
Season 1's better, but I like season 2.
Wait, when you say new kit, do you mean the Earth X one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I still think the Peacemaker suit is like really great, though.
I mean, we talked about it in our suit tier list. They kind of nailed it out the gate.
They really did.
But yeah, there's no plans for a Peacemaker season 3. And James Gunn was like, "Oh, you'll see these characters again pretty soon." And everyone's like, "What the fuck does that mean, man?" The switch up is crazy on Jimmy Goon.
Yeah, they're giving him the Taika treatment, and it's like people are being very dramatic about the finale, and it's like it's different to say, "Oh man, like he the finale wasn't the best. I had different expectations for it," but then just be like, "Oh man, like this man's a flop. I'm not gonna watch anything." Like I literally saw some person say like, "Oh man, this soured like the rest of the DCU for me." I'm like, bro, like we're just getting started. But hey man, like, go fuck it, bro. It's your life. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your I can't tell you what to do with your life and everything. And it's like if a finale ruins like a cinematic universe for you, then like I don't think you're a fan of the content anyways.
It didn't feel like a finale. Like the episode 7 felt like a finale. Episode 8 felt like an epilogue.
Never thought about it that way, but I can agree. But yeah, no, I like I said, overall, like I did enjoy it for what it was. We were not gonna explain too much about it, but we did feel like some things weren't explored quite enough. It felt a little bit disjointed. But then again, that just comes with when you're creative and you're writing not only writing but directing multiple projects, things can get out of line. But yeah, like I said, thinking about it, I did give it an 8. I'm probably gonna give it like a 7.5. The lowest I'll give it is like a 6.5.
After talking about it, I think I'm gonna give it a 4.
Oh, hey, fuck it, bro. It's your life.
Out of 5.
Hey, man. Out of 5. I was gonna say, hey, man, it's your opinion. I can't change that.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 7. Did you watch anything this week?
Did I?
I don't know. You gotta.
I don't think I did.
Gotta watch Tron Legacy after this.
I do gotta watch Tron Legacy to get ready for Tron Ares tomorrow.
Jared Leto's best performance since Morbius.
I agree. No, I didn't. I haven't watched anything this week. I haven't watched anything.
I watched Alien Earth.
Oh yeah, we do gotta do an episode on that.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I've only slightly dipped my toe into the Alien fan base. And just from dipping in my toe, I have no idea what those guys want. Yeah,
they're kind of like Star Wars fans of sci-fi. Star Wars fans of sci-fi. What the fuck did I even fucking say, bro?
Yeah, the Star Wars fans of sci-fi.
Yeah, no, I'm cooked, bro. Look, man, I'm running on 30 minutes of sleep.
Huh?
No, I'm kidding. I'm running low on fumes at the moment. I need more energy.
I was
But no,
about to
yeah,
say.
no, I it's weird because Alien fans, as I've seen, because I feel like I'm definitely way more into Alien than you are. Yeah, after looking at the fandom for a couple months and like even like span of like a couple years, it's very all over the place. And it's one thing to have like I mean, yeah, there's varying opinions about things, but it's like, yeah, they don't really know like what to really how to really gauge about like the content that they're consuming. And then again, I haven't finished Alien Earth, so like, you know, whenever it comes down to it, I'll go back into my forums. But yeah, whenever I was getting into Alien, like I just saw everything, and I'm like, what am I looking at?
Yeah, because I really enjoy it. I really enjoyed Alien Earth, but then there's people who are like, this isn't what we want. Like, there's some people who want like the Prometheus style stuff that Ridley Scott wants to do, and there's other people that prefer the more classic vibes or sort of what like Romulus was doing. And then you got people like us. Oh, fuck it, I'm chill with it all.
I'm very chill with it all because, like, you know, Aliens as a franchise has like evolved into like something like, you know, from each movie. You know, the first one being like a sci-fi horror, the other one being a, you know, Aliens being a sci-fi action thriller, and then Alien 3 being like a like kind of like a sci-fi thriller with like kind of like slower themes and just more ponderous stuff, like a little bit. Resurrection kind of goes into that as well, and like, you know, like you know, Prometheus and Covenant have more of the pondering themes of like, you know, like more alien life and what can we do for like, you know, the creation of everything, and like it's just, you know, there's a lot of stuff like that. I'm fine with Alien asking the questions of, you know, what do, you know, what can the xenomorphs do, and like, you know, to like, you know, just like other species, like seeing other species, making that like in a lab. I'm a fan of David for sure. I like, if there's anything I would want them to do before we get any other thing of the Alien franchise, I want them to make it like a third movie with David.
Hey man, the Romulus shit might be connecting to it in some way.
Yeah, and it, like, bro, it needs to do that. I honestly would not mind if they did like a whole series with David.
Bro, like, the Romulus shit was so good. What a great way to bridge the gap.
Exactly.
Totally, that is.
Bro, you know, people are saying that Romulus isn't canon.
People hate that shit for some reason.
You know, people are saying that Alien Earth isn't canon too.
Yeah, there's people saying it like conflicts with the canon and what have you, and oh, the xenomorph shouldn't act that way, and this character shouldn't be able to do X, Y, Z, and whatever. I don't give a fuck.
People don't realize that like, it's like xenomorphs aren't like a monolith.
They also aren't like, they talk about it in Alien Earth, but they're not just like crazy creatures that they're not zombies. Like they're intelligence, or they have intelligence.
Exactly. And it varies between, and like even then, like they haven't really showed it in the movies, but like they haven't really showed it, but you know, there's like there are xenomorphs that evolve, and like they can evolve into like kings and shit, and like they have there's different, like there's different looks of like the xenomorphs, and that like kind of it's a hierarchy for sure. And you know, they haven't really gotten into it too much into the movies, but yeah, you know, like you said, like, you know, they're not zombies, they have intelligence that varies, And so like I don't like how people are like, oh man, Xenomorph should act like one certain way. That's not how it is.
Yeah, and people for Alien Earth, people are saying it's like, it just feels like set up for another season that hasn't been greenlit yet. And while the show does end off on a cliffhanger, it's still its own season of television. It's a really solid one at that. The only issue there is, if it doesn't get a second season, is how we get the fucking, because minor spoilers, but the Xenomorph is still fucking there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be Alien. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But the Alien is still there, and if it doesn't get the second season, okay, now it might conflict. You know. But like, well, now that I think about it, maybe it. I can think of a way how it might not conflict. Now I'm thinking about it. But still, I would like it to get a second season. I really enjoyed this show. The cast is really terrific. I think it's going places. So I hope it gets a season 2. But at the same time, yeah, you never know. It's probably a really expensive show to make. I'm sure it's not doing the numbers that Disney wants. Yeah,
but I mean, it's yeah, like I said, it's weird. Like the Predator Alien franchise, it's like it can get kind of wonky. You know, those are franchises where, like, you know, they're a lot older. And not to say like because they're older they're not gonna make money. Is that like I feel like a lot of people aren't tuned into Alien more, you know, as like, you know, the general audience isn't tuned into Alien as much as people want them to be. But like Romulus was like great, and I'm so glad that Fede Alvarez is making part 2.
No, he's not.
He's not?
He's producing it. He's not directing it.
Oh. Well, who's directing it then?
We don't know. They're looking for directors. He said he was going to do what Ridley Scott did and was going to let someone else do it. I was like, all right, bro.
No, don't do that, fucking bro. Bitch. Please,
what a stupid fucking thing to do. I want quality assurance.
I'm tired of Fede Alvarez directing one film every like 5 years.
Yeah, what's up with that shit? Lock in Fede Alvarez.
I don't know what's going on with him, bro,
but apparently he's also working closely with Ridley Scott, and I think
that's good.
I don't know if he himself is specifically writing it or if they have a team of writers and he's having input. But if Ridley Scott's heavily involved, that's what I'm saying. They're bridging the gap, and that's very exciting to have this like more classic Alien combined with the more outlandish, I don't know what else to call it, stuff that Ridley Scott is doing, the more sci-fi focused stuff. Yeah, the future of the movies at the very least is very exciting if they go down that road. But yeah, that's all I watched. So is that the show?
That is the show.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to the Avengenerds podcast. If you want to follow us, we're at Avengenerds on Twitter. That's AVENGE Nerds. All one word. If you want to follow either one of us, you can reach me at @Zenith_ on Twitter. Where can they reach you?
At Torn Guy on Instagram.
Incredible. We also have a Discord if you'd like to join the conversation there. This will be linked in the show notes. You can also check out our link tree for any additional links you may be interested in. You can also review the show in-app on Apple Podcasts. If you can leave 5 stars in a review, it would really help us out. Thanks again for listening to the Avengenerds podcast. We'll see you real soon. We'll see you next time.
Later.